Hello, I am back. I'm back in my home, which is lovely, but it is late. So, in today's video, I want to talk about something that I think personally is very funny, but maybe no one else does. But it's my channel and I can do what I like. So, for the last 90-ish days, every day that I've been doing this video, basically, since I've started, I've been using a workflow that is pretty easy to use because there are redundancies and it is super easy to film on my computer. I just use my microphone, I screen record, and I also record on photo booth. So sometimes the photo booth recording fails and sometimes the screen recording fails. But either way, I have a backup so I don't have to do another one. Sometimes that means I have to stitch things together and sort of make it look normal, even though one of the recordings failed. And because of that, the way that my workflow works in general has been one where I can record really easily and I can edit really easily and I can upload really easily because there's basically no editing. Just chop off the top, chop off the tail, send. And one thing I didn't realize is I thought I had set up my Final Cut in a way that was really easy and lightweight, but actually what had been happening is that every time I imported a file into Final Cut, it was saving it into a library. And what that meant for me ultimately was that I had about 600 to 700 gigabytes in this library, because generally what I've been doing is I've been deleting the files that I record every day and then uploading the final version to YouTube and then having a backup on the cloud as well in like Dropbox or Google Drive. And anyway, all of that to say, I had been piling this massive data dump into my Final Cut folder, and it had been slowing down my Mac for the last couple of weeks because I was reaching the end of my limits and I couldn't figure out why. And I started to get in my head that in that laptop story, when I had my laptop stolen and missing from me for the last for about 24 hours, that maybe someone had put some sort of highly complex spyware onto my computer through bypassing the entire MacBook software and locks and encryption and everything. And they'd put something onto my computer that was tracking everything I was doing. And that's why there was this big mysterious file on my computer. And then I sort of did some digging to try and figure out what this file was. And ultimately, it was just a massive Final Cut library. So I had this big panic where I was like, have I been surveilled? What passwords have I been putting into my computer for the last few weeks? And I was just stressed out over all of that stuff. So I did some digging and I figured out that I had about 700 gigabytes out of my terabyte. So basically all of it was all of these video files from these videos. And I deleted that, and my laptop is now working just as it was working on the first day that I bought it, which is lovely because I love this laptop and there's nothing wrong with it. The only thing that I was ever worried about was the fact that it was a little close to my comfortability limit with 1 terabyte. I wish I'd gotten 2 terabytes, and I wish I'd gotten it like maybe within the 30-day returns window. I should have just returned it and bought the 2 terabytes. It's fine. Up until now, I haven't really hit it. And then because I did hit it with the 700 gigabytes, well, I just found out. But it took about 80 videos to figure that out. But now it's running smoothly, and I don't hit all of these memory limits that I was hitting before. So happy days.